Paul Gatling with the Northwest Arkansas Business Journal. I'm joined by the newest member of the healthcare hierarchy in Northwest Arkansas, the new CEO of Northwest Health, Denten Park. Denten, welcome.
Thank you so much. Glad to be here.
Yeah, it's good to have you. Welcome to Northwest Arkansas.
Thank you.
Yeah, a couple of months in, I guess, since you were announced. How are you settling in?
Perfect. It's been absolutely fantastic. I don't think there's a nicer group of people in the entire country as Northwest Arkansas, so it's been fantastic.
Perfect. All right. Well, just give us your short bio sketch of your career. I will start by saying, most recently, the CEO of Mountain View Regional Medical Center in Las Cruces, I think one of the two major hospitals in that town, about 168 beds, 1,500 employees, and just let you take it from there.
Absolutely. So I actually started in healthcare working with the developmentally disabled in a day rehabilitation center. Loved that population. It was just a blessing for me and my family to be able to do that. Went from there to a long-term care administrator, a nursing home administrator. Love that population as well, but always wanted to be in the acute care side and was granted an opportunity to go to work in a hospital in just north of Phoenix. And so started out there, spent some time in Utah as a CEO there, and then went out to Las Cruces in New Mexico, southern New Mexico. And my family and I were there for 10 years. Never thought we were going to leave. And I got a call one day and they said, hey, we've got a wonderful system in Northwest Arkansas we'd like you to take a look at.
Right.
And I said, well, I'm really happy where I'm at. I came out here, boy, it's tough not to fall in love with this region for sure.
Heard that before.
Yeah, so it's so we said, hey, this looks like an incredible opportunity and for our family and for us, and really felt like this is where we were supposed to be, more for our family than for our job. But hey, if you have a good job and it's right for your family, it's worth doing. So that's where we ended up.
Well, from the healthcare side, just what appealed to you most about accepting the job with Northwest?
I think Northwest it's the foundation of healthcare in this region. If you look at whether it's Bates over the old Bates Hospital in Bentonville, where that was the foundation of healthcare. Now Northwest Health Bentonville over there, and you look at our Springdale campus, it's been the foundation for this region right over here. And you look at Siloam Springs, where there's one hospital system. You look at Johnson, where we have Willow Creek. Honestly, there's nothing but opportunity for us to really establish and continue to establish that foundation for healthcare here. So I felt like there's nothing but upside here. So I couldn't help but jump on board and be part of a great team.
Yeah. All right. So just what are your thoughts on the healthcare community in Northwest Arkansas, and what is Northwest Health's niche in this ecosystem here?
I honestly think that Northwest Arkansas has been blessed with the many resources that we have and the access to healthcare that we have. I think when you look at where Northwest, that system fits in, again, sole community providers in a number of the locations that we're in, we have absolutely the best of intentions with all the patient care that we provide. And so you have we'll expand our neurosciences, whether it's stroke or brain or any of the neural services that we offer. We'll expand our cardiac services. We have the opportunity to really take a look at who we are and grow and develop into whatever we want to become in the region. So you look at, you got Washington Regional and you got the Mercy system, all really good systems. And so you take those three and you can't feel bad about being in Northwest Arkansas.
Right.
We recently affiliated with the Care Network with the Mayo Clinic, which allows us to get access to the world's best experts across the country, regardless of what the issue or concern might be. So if a patient has something that they may have had to travel for in the past, they're able to get access to those specialists immediately, stay right here in the community, and receive the same level of care without all of the added expense and heartache from traveling back and forth. And so that's a pretty significant opportunity for us as we move forward.
Yeah, being part of that network is a huge benefit. I think that was announced in April, so a few months in and before you were on board. But any kind of signs that you're able to see about really how that is benefiting you guys?
I think on the front end, it's really about the patient. So if there's something that's really unique or different about a patient, or if the patient just wants a second opinion, there's always that opportunity. And it doesn't matter if it's on the outpatient side or the inpatient side, we have access to those specialists. And so we've seen a number of those consults. And by and large, those specialists say, hey, exactly what you're doing there is exactly what we'd be doing here. Carry on and keep moving forward. But it gives a lot of comfort to a patient when they know that they have the best people looking over and giving a second opinion.
Right. What about any other major initiatives that are in the pipeline right now? What are we going to be writing about next and the rest of this year, maybe early next year?
I think we'll focus a lot of time and attention on trauma. Trauma for us is an area and opportunity to better meet the needs of our community and increase the level of acuity that we have. I think as we look at the future of Northwest, we'll also see increase in our cardiac capability and our cardiac access. We have so many opportunities to further develop and grow. We'll see some expansion into the region with just different footprints and different access points. And we'll see a lot of recruitment of medical specialists into our community and our communities. So that'll be probably the most aggressive nature that we'll have for the next little while. Right.
Now you mentioned trauma, and part of your background in Las Cruces was building New Mexico's first freestanding emergency center. Northwest Health has filed plans with the city of Fayetteville for a similar project south of town, former Clarion Hotel site. Any update on that project or any thoughts on that?
There's a lot of moving parts and pieces behind anything like that. And
right.
So we continue to pursue having some access in that part of the Northwest Arkansas. I feel like there's a patient base there that travels a fair distance to get care. And so we are looking at the freestanding emergency department up there. Time will tell as far as the timing on something like that. There's a lot of moving parts and pieces to
right,
stuff
very
like that.
early in the process.
So we'll see what that looks like.
All right, so, and also the trend in Northwest Arkansas, of course, is population growth. I mean, you've been here long enough to know that. Will that lead to any expansion? Expansion is popular. Mercy is expanding. Arkansas Children's expanded here. Washington Regional expanding their campus. Any expansion plans for Northwest Health?
I think as we look at Northwest Health, one of the blessings that we have is we have a ton of space available to us. So it's really a matter of using our space more effectively. We have probably about 50% of our beds are open every single day. So that gives us a lot of resources that other systems wouldn't have. And so that we're not in a big hurry to try to expand bed capacity because we think we have plenty of beds for at least the next little while. We will see our behavioral health unit expand the number of beds that we give specific to behavioral health because it's such a strong need in our region, across the country really. And so we'll expand those beds, but within the confines of the hospital we currently have. So as we look at expansion, there'll be more of the footprints out in the community to be easier access points.
Right. Big picture wise now, what are some of the changes that are dominating the healthcare space right now from where you sit? What are the topics or issues that you find yourself zeroing in on more day to day when it comes to just the healthcare industry?
Healthcare is always changing. Everything's changing in healthcare all the time. They say the constant in healthcare is change. Right. And so you look at the regulatory bodies that we work with, and there's a lot of moving parts and pieces there. There's a lot of reimbursement modifications that are coming, the way that we're paid, the things that we do to try to ensure the best quality of care. And so we focus a lot of time on the quality of care that we provide. We focus a lot of time on the patient experience, a lot of time on the reimbursement side to make sure that we're doing what we need to do to get paid appropriately. And so, but everything changes in healthcare, so we'll see what the future looks like.
Right. All right. He is Denten Park. He's the new CEO of Springdale-based Northwest Health. We appreciate you visiting.
Thank you, Paul.
Come back again. All right. Thank you very much. All right. And we appreciate you tuning in. I'm Paul Gatling. We'll see you next time.
Arkansas Electric Cooperative Corporation provides electric energy across 2/3 of Arkansas. This is an exciting time in our energy history, with incredible progress being made in renewable energy and storage technologies. As our energy portfolio continues to diversify, we'll maintain an all-the-above strategy to provide reliable and affordable electricity. Ever since the first light bulbs were placed in our members' homes, the electric cooperatives have been the solutions provider for our members, and we want to continue that well into the future.
Each day, the promise of our nation begins again. Arkansas and America, moving forward. I help make that promise a reality. It's not for everyone, but people everywhere depend on us.
Oh, I love you too, sweetie.
Trucking delivers, or everything stops. And that's what drives me.